thank you to Cody for their generous donation on Patreon. If you would like to join them in their generosity, the link to my Patreon page is in the description.
That little robot's a liar.
Yeah, yeah, exactly in 1 hour. I hope it won't be playing promo. I don't know. Welcome back to all of the above here on KRU Kansas City MKC Student Radio for Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is November 13th. We only have a few shows left. Believe it or not, we only have how many? Where's my phone? I can tell you exactly how many shows we have left because the end is coming up.
It's coming up in December.
Let's see, this is episode. I don't know what episode this is, but we got this show, 2 more in November, and then 2 more in August. We're going back in time to December.
Just for you.
So this is the 5th to last show. After this, we only have a month left because our last show will be December 11th. Yeah.
The 11th. I get out of school
the 11th of December.
Why does everyone reference that show?
It's a movie.
Movie, whatever.
Because it's a good movie.
It's like watching Batman Begins Rises? Trying to remember the movie.
Which one?
With Ra's al Ghul.
With Ra's al Ghul?
That's basically who he was.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to feel bad you didn't get the woman you tortured?
I don't know. I don't know.
I like the movie. Just
it's not my favorite.
Not like the general idea of the movie.
Well, it's not my favorite movie, nor would it's. As far as I know, the only reason why I would reference it is something like
boredom.
Well, not really boredom as much as recognition-wise. And dang, I should not have commented on that. My phone is blowing up because I commented on something on that Ghetto Chef 3 thing.
Oh.
And
I thought that, and I was like, look at your social circles, and then mine do not give any sort of
care.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a word that I could say.
What you could say on
just
like,
words. They're things. Really? What is this? I am making noise, and you are understanding my ideas that are trying to come across.
Well, that's a discussion I had with my dad last night. I believe it was last night. I said something like, I don't know what I said. I said something with a certain amount of words, and then he repeated it in a different set of words, and I said, well, that's literally what I just said. And he said, no, we said 2 different things. I was like, no. We said the same thing, we just used different words. And words are a way to access a meaning because words themselves are just different noises in sequence. So the literal way of saying it, literally, we said the same thing, we just went about it a different way. It's like we literally went to the same ice cream store, we just went on different roads. Entertaining. Yeah, we're doing good. This is
the episode for existentialism.
Yeah, because we don't have a bunker buster.
Strap yourselves in.
I went this week was interesting for me. I'm not going to go into a lot of the specifics because you don't need to know, and if you do know, you know that no one else really needs to know.
Do we have to go over the flyer we were kind of given?
Well, it was stuck in our door. I don't think that, if we were supposed to, if it was mandatory for us to do it, then it would have been in here with a note or something. Someone left us a flyer for the Hoppin' Through the Decades Rue Royalty candidate thing.
If you want information, find someone who knows and ask them.
Well, I'll read the flyer. Lord knows we don't have much else to do today.
Until we just sit here talking about nothing.
Like we usually do, or at least it's usually what I do. In order to be nominated for the Rue Royalty, you have to meet 3 qualifications. You to nominate someone from your organization for Rue Royalty Court 2015, they have to have a GPA of 2.5 or higher. A group can only nominate 1 candidate, and a candidate may only represent 1 group. So if you have an official thing, like for us, the only way we could do it is if you, me, and Nate, and maybe Chris formed the UMKC D&Ders group, which I'm pretty sure already exists, but we're not a part of, and you're not a student here, then one of us could be nominated, but whatever.
You could join a group at
a group.
JUCO. It's not like you just need like 3 people to make a club in that school.
Yeah.
That is seriously. It doesn't even have to be like a club of anything.
Yeah. The nomination deadline is Friday, November 21st, 2014 at 5 p.m. Now you can nominate someone on the court warming page on Rue Groups, umkc.edu/Rue Groups. Court warming 2015 is February 21st through the 28th, 2015. And if you have any questions about it, you can email courtwarming at UMKC. I almost said Johnson County.
Johnson County.
I'm so ready to leave this place. umkc.edu. Or you can call the Office of Student Involvement at 816-235-1407. Or you can just text us at 816-287-0090. And if I got it wrong, which I don't believe I did, you can just look under the player on the website, and it's right there. You can text us right here to the station. Tell us how much of a good job we're doing. Yeah.
But if you ask us for information about that, we don't know.
We don't know. I literally just threw the flyer somewhere.
We'll give you something about when the solar circle is around 3 p.m. that you need to be in the place of the place.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, as far as you're speaking to solar things, we landed a probe on an asteroid or something.
Oh, yeah, it like bounced off twice before landing.
Yeah, they had to harpoon that thing in, but they got it on there. Traveled 200 million miles, 200 billion miles,
something like that.
Something like that. It traveled a long way. It was so far away that, as you know, I'm literally quoting Philip DeFranco here, because you watched that show.
Yeah.
Did you watch that specific episode?
No, I haven't watched it in a while.
In order to put in any sort of input on that thing, they would have to do it 28 minutes in advance. So yeah, I don't know. It was out a while, but yeah, we did it. Also,
that's how we're gonna colonize the other planets. We're just gonna hitch a ride.
Yeah,
on Halley's Comet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, we already have a planet in mind, don't we? That one planet that's pretty much Earth 2.
It's like an Alpha Centauri, if I remember.
Yeah.
We have like 16 on a list of what we can colonize.
Yeah. And then, of course, freaking the federal government pretty much, when Kansas was trying to overturn that, light just turned on. Light just turned on above Caleb. It was weird.
I had an idea, apparently.
Yeah. Do you know what it was?
It was... I wonder if they'll give free room and board to volunteers of colonization, because I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll try to host this show from Neptune.
Yeah, so we're getting a call from Neptune. Caleb, how's it going up there? It's chilly.
It's raining diamonds. Help! I think that's a fact, isn't it?
What?
It rains diamonds on a few of the planets in our solar system.
Well, it depends on your definition of diamond. They're not the same as like our super pressurized whatever, but there are crystals that do form in the atmosphere of some planets that do fall like rain, essentially, because of their atmospheric pressure. But yeah, as far as the federal government pretty much told Kansas that they can't say that gay marriage is illegal anymore.
Kansas was just like, fun.
Fun.
Fine.
He said, oh, you said fine? I thought you said fun, because I know sometimes when I'm trying to censor myself on here, I was like funk or fun.
No, fine.
Fine. Yeah.
Kansas, it's like the old grandpa.
Yes, it's...
We didn't end prohibition until 1980s. I'm surprised we...
Yeah, I mean, of course, what was it? Mississippi only abolished slavery last year.
Yeah.
Got them around. Took them a while.
Alabama had a segregated proms for a while until last year, I think.
Yeah, and then for freak... Yeah, it's crazy. And then I was going to say something, but I completely forgot what it was. But yeah...
I'm sorry, it's just the fun little quiz. is that I saw it's like on a scale from 1 to Internet Explorer, how ignored do you feel? My favorite answer was Will Smith's oldest son.
Oh.
And someone Googled it and posted a picture that Google didn't even have a picture of his oldest son.
Oh, that's amazing. I know. I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say for Game Grumps, because that's what we're talking about apparently. There was one part they were playing. They've played a lot of older games on there with Aaron and Danny, specifically referring to them because someone noticed. A lot of people noticed that instead of levels, Danny would call them boards because he's in his like mid-30s, and Aaron's in his late 20s. John was in his early 20s, so that shows you a bit of an age gap there. But someone noticed he was in, and they explained it as like he's from a different era, like Grandma when she says racist stuff at dinner.
What was that? If you remember Duck Hunt, you probably have some responsibilities you should be attending to right now.
Yeah. I own it. I bought it here again recently off of 99 Gamers, the Mario Duck Hunt bundle. I don't have the gun. I need to go to Vintage Stock and get the gun again.
That game, it was so much anger.
So much anger. And then they put... Why is Duck Hunt a character in Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U? Why?
Just to give you the satisfaction of beating the ever-loving crap out of that dog.
It's the dog and the duck.
What?
Yeah, the dog and the duck are the same character called Duck Hunt. Literally, that's what it's called. It's not called dog or duck or naming them perhaps. It's called Duck Hunt. The combination of the dog and the duck.
You gotta wonder, is the dog named Hunt or is it the duck?
Yeah, and it's a lot of stuff going on with it.
I wanted to shoot him every time he laughed at me. Why you do that, I have no idea. It's not like any of us want to hear that.
A lot of stuff with Smash Brothers that... Oh, it looked like you were about to say something.
Load, give me strength.
A lot of stuff with Smash Brothers that are going weird. They're doing the amiibo thing where you have the little figurines, you put them on the gamepad, and it saves your character and whatnot. You can't do it a lot of the competitive or multi-man stuff, but you can do it on like local, just you versus some other people, like in your room type thing.
At this point, they're just trying to sell more crap to us.
Yeah, and then the one thing I was going to mention was the character selection because we were talking about Duck Hunt, but they have not said anything about Snake. Although it is very possible that they would make him like DLC,
like they did with Mewtwo.
Yeah, that's the main thing I was getting here. Mewtwo is returning. He was in Melee, and then not in Brawl. Got replaced with Lucario, who is in this new version, but they have in order to get Mewtwo, you have to own the 3DS version and the Wii U version.
Or you have to buy him.
What?
I believe you can buy him like as a DLC.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, I hadn't heard about that one. I thought it was just the registering way. I mean, because a lot of people, every time I show someone the roster, the full finished roster, they're like, there's so many Fire Emblem characters. And there are. I mean, I don't know how, Nate, super into Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
But
he's the only person I know who really plays that game.
Well, you know Christianus, don't you?
Not really, no.
Oh.
I know the name. I don't think I've ever met the man.
Well, the thing about Fire Emblem is that Awakening, the 3DS title, the super awesome one that everyone loves, that one was going to be the last one because up until that point, apparently their sales have been so bad that they just weren't cutting it. They were going to say if this one does under like a certain 1,000 amount of units sold, then
it's going to go the way of E.T.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was bad. But the fortunate thing about it is that Fire Emblem Awakening sold multiple millions of copies, so it outsold its expectations. Yeah, so So Fire Emblem's trying so hard to hang on.
So it's not buried in the middle of the
No,
New Mexican desert.
no, it's survived and it's working, and they're trying to fit it into everything. So now you're getting, Super Smash Brothers, which has so many Fire Emblem characters, it's ridiculous. Of course, they have Bowser Jr. as a character in there now, which I can kind of see. And his alternate skins are the other Mario brothers, not the Mario brothers, the Bowser children like Lumi and Frankie, all that kind of stuff.
We're not going to reference Sunshine because...
Sunshine was Bowser Jr.
No, I mean like the painty Mario where he was blue and globby.
Oh, that's his final smash.
Oh.
It's part of his final smash.
I didn't know if he was referenced in any other games, so I just went with the one.
Yeah, a lot of the time they just sort of like ignore that. Yeah, I mean, Sunshine. We're just sort of free floating on this segment, unless you actually want to start talking about something.
No, we can save the one article I found. It's been a slow week, people. Go out and do something weird.
Go out and do something weird so we can talk about it.
Text us if you listen and you're the one they're talking about.
Yeah.
We can ask you your side of the story. Something I remember, but I don't know if it's still a thing, though. Before we continue, is that South Florida is seceding from North Florida.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. They wanted to become a separate state from Florida.
Like recently?
Yeah. It's like this year. Within, I think it was last month is when I saw the articles. So I don't know if it's official or what's happening with that.
That would be weird. I mean, are they just seceding to become a separate state, or they want to become
separate
a
state?
Okay, I was going to say if they're trying to become another country.
4 states now?
We have 50 states, right? Caleb.
No, I know we have a few protectorates, and I'm not sure where they fall on that on those states.
They are not counted as states
because we got like Guam.
We got Guam, Puerto Rico,
American Samoa, and
Philippines,
the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, we have a lot of those. They are not states. They are territories, or as you call them. They're not counted as states.
Okay.
So if South Florida became its own state, that would be 51. And the thing about that is, I guess we're not talking about Super Mario Sunshine.
We're moving on to 51 states.
Yeah. One thing is something that we're worried about with Puerto Rico becoming a state is that right now in the Senate, what?
I was like, which they're probably not because they don't get taxed and they
don't get
all
taxed.
of the
they have
things that states get.
Yeah, the only thing they really don't have is representation in our Senate,
and they seem fine.
They seem fine with that. They elected a governor who in the past couple of years that is so anti-statehood that it's not even funny. They have better health care than we do. They have a better life expectancy than we do. Yeah,
it's just living wage. That's all you have to go for.
Yeah. One of the things that...
Do you need a passport to go there?
No.
Huh.
But in the Senate right now, we have 100 senators in the federal government. And that's because each state gets 2 senators. Now, congressmen, that's divvied up by population. Kansas has 4 or 5?
I think so.
I think
it's 4.
Yeah, I think it's 4. It's weird because we're like...
Yeah,
Kansas,
we have 4 districts.
Yes. Because West Kansas is
like one, and it's the majority of the states.
It's the majority state, and then there's a tiny little section in Kansas City that's its own district.
District 3 is maybe 2 miles long.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that and then you that's here. Imagine in California, you get 9 million people living in one building in South California. That's not an exact number, no. By the way. He gave me this look of, really? I'm like, no, that's obviously not true.
All of Canada living in one apartment building. That's true, by the way.
Yeah.
LA has more population than all of Canada. And they complain that we're mean. It's because we're tightly packed.
Yeah, seriously. Just get rid of that border. Let us expand. But...
LA is a great example. That place couldn't live in. We made it livable.
Yeah. Yeah. But so
give us that tundra, though.
Yeah. Let me take Newfoundland. So
Nova Scotia, come on.
I want Newfoundland, man.
It's fun to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally Newfoundland. That is what it's called. That's how you spell it.
What's the territory? I sound so uneducated. What's the territory between America and Alaska? You know, America and America.
Canada.
The actual territory.
Oh, like the
what they call it.
Oh, that. I believe they call them provinces, and I think it's Saskatchewan, but I believe that's more towards the middle, perhaps.
We look up a map, but our internet sucks.
Yeah, I'm just surprised I got Saskatchewan. That's an actual. I think they call it provinces. The love and lotion is getting kind of low, but just to throw that update in there randomly.
Yeah, it's like halfway.
Yeah, but anyway, so South Florida.
South Florida is where we were.
Because the Senate has exactly 100 senators, because each state has 2 senators, and we have 50 states. Caleb.
I'm sorry that I knew we had protectorates.
They're not states. We have what, 54 states, 67? I don't know.
I didn't know if
I'm
some
joking,
of them
man.
like joined the statehood and never told anyone else.
They just
They showed up to the Senate one day. Just like, who are you? We're Guams.
We're representatives of Guam. We're the representatives of Molossia.
Guam. By the way, where it's legal to marry fictional characters.
We gotta go to Guam. My waifu's getting anxious.
Just to throw that out there, someone married a dating sim character. Look that up. It's a thing. It's on the internet, and it is hilarious. It is a Nintendo dating sim. I wish I had the name.
Is it in the article?
Yes, the game is in the article, and I believe the character he is marrying is also named.
You know what we got to do now? After D&D tonight,
Find it,
find it, and play it like we did Corruption of Champions.
Just read it out loud. Try to stay straight-faced. And if you know what we're talking about, you're a dirty person.
Corruption of Champions, reading it like we're Mormon Freeman. I'm calling him Mormon Freeman from now on. That is hilarious. Anyway, South California.
It didn't work.
Not California, Florida.
In South California,
Freaking Disney. But anyway.
Disney seceded from the Union. The Magic Kingdom is now its own kingdom. God have mercy on our souls.
I was talking about Disneyland and Disney World. How I keep getting them mixed up. Disney seceded from the...
So South Florida.
South Florida. Oh my God. Okay, so one of the things Republicans were very concerned about with Puerto Rico becoming a state is that the senators they would get would likely belong to the Democratic Party, but more importantly, the congressmen is what they were concerned about. The senators, they would be the swing senators because it'd be 102. So either one, it'd be kind of weak or crazy, but with the Congress, it is divvied by a set amount. So every state would have to redraw their boundaries, and senators would have to be sent to Puerto Rico or South Florida. And the thing about Puerto Rico is that because of their makeup, those congressmen would likely be Democratic, because they would have to be coming from the states, and the states that would be giving up those boundaries as evaluated would be coming from Democratic states.
Maybe we can take all of Kansas City, Kansas. The rest of it.
Just a seed. Like, no one, I'd be willing to bet that nowhere near a majority, which is dumb, nowhere near a majority of the people in Kansas City, Kansas, actually wanted Brownback or Roberts to be voted in. Yet somehow it is reported that they won in our districts. What the heck? people. Everyone.
You glance at that, Mike was like, did I say heck?
Everyone I have asked, because I have not asked that many people.
I go down to grocery stores, and I'm that dude with the clipboard.
Yeah. Like, you don't actually have an organization, but you just pretend like you do.
Just wear a T-shirt that says, like, save the earth.
Yeah.
Those people.
Like, Roberts has been in Washington for 30 years now? That is ridiculous.
No, I don't follow politics personally.
And then Brownback, you know how I feel about Brownback.
You know how I feel.
You know how I feel about
I'm guessing because this tirade started out of nowhere.
But Super Mario Sunshine.
Yes. We don't talk about it. That's why we glazed right off of it.
Let's go with music. Do you want to just have this be the entire show today?
Probably. We could
Just free float the entire thing?
Sure, why not?
'Cause
We have to talk about the
Yeah,
one article.
Yeah,
we
that
found.
is required, but I mean, the epic rap battle thing, I mean, we're about to start on season 3. We haven't done anything about it yet.
We can wait.
Yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing.
And if you're sad that we're leaving, just go to
ecav.org.
ecav.org.
Net, Gov,
Try all of them.
EDU, I don't know.
Gov sends you someplace weird.
The first song we're going to play is a song by my favorite band of all time, the Statler Brothers. The thing about this song is because I've gotten crap mainly and only from Caleb about playing.
Mainly and only.
No one else has a problem with it but you.
I do. I am the voice piece. Vox Populi.
Of playing the Statler Brothers and
Get a
Weird Al.
A little, name, dog tag, Vox Populi, voice of the people.
Yeah, and put CM Punk's face on it. But but anyway, do you get that reference?
A little.
CM Punk is a wrestler. Anyway,
I knew that much, but
for a while he went on tirades when he was a baby face, more of an anti-hero.
when he was a baby.
He would say he was the voice of the voiceless because he would actually stand up to the authority for those who got fired unjustly or whatever. He wanted his own ice cream bars.
What?
He wanted.
I'm the voice for the voiceless. Now have an ice cream.
Yeah, and that's a long wrestling story that no one wants me to talk about. This song,
If you flood the station, I would love all of you. Just CM Punk.
CM Punk. That would be amazing, but it's not going to happen. If we get one text that says CM Punk, just one, I will explain the whole storyline. The entire thing. I will explain it all.
Fill up a good 8 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Fill up a good 20 seconds.
CM Punk, he's a man and a wrestler. Time. How'd I do?
Anyway, this song is by the Statler Brothers. I want you to pay attention to this song because this is an example of one of the songs I don't like. It was from their musical retelling of the Bible, and it is about Samson.
Joys. Joys.
Yeah, it is about Samson. Listen to the words, and you'll understand why it's wow. It's not really just. It's just wow. Song after that be "Hey There Delilah" by Plain White Tees, and by then we'll be back. So those are the two songs you're going to be hearing.
Long Samson.
Not very long, but it's also 5:25.
Oh.
So
I thought it was 5:19.
yeah.
Yeah.
5:05. It's a long song. That's why I don't like it. Okay, here's Samson by the Statler Brothers, followed by Heather Delilah, Plain White Tees. Thank you for listening to all of the above here on K Against You, UMKZ's doing every Thursday, 5, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is Jacob.
And I'm Caleb, Vox Populi.
Oh, God.
Escooching. Much hot.
Much hot. It is much hot. Welcome back to K-Roo, which is much hot.
Yes.
This is all of the above, which is much
Here.
hotter.
All of the above at UMKC, Missouri.
Yeah, try to say that. You go ahead. Ow!
Schadenfreunden. For all of you who don't know, that means laughing at someone else's pain.
Schadenfreude.
The Germans are the only people who've made a word for that.
Try to say the intro. Try to
What?
say all of the intro.
All right. This is all of the above here at UMK.
Nope.
Damn it. I
Try
don't
again.
This is all of the above here at
What is the station called?
KRU in UMKC, Missouri, Kansas.
Nope.
Dang.
Welcome back to all of the above here at KRU Kansas City, MKC Student Radio, every Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. and Central Standard Time.
You threw in the Central Standard Time.
I've been throwing that at the end.
Uh-huh.
I would have given you no points off if you had missed the Central Standard Time. And you get mad at me for gulping on the. You know what?
I just growled. Just. I'm powering up.
Okay. To be honest, I am going to go get a drink. You are going to be hosting the next half hour by yourself.
Where do you go for 30 minutes?
Water.
No. Don't make me fall back on articles. I will learn how to use the soundboard.
You're using the article. You're talking about the article.
I wanted you here
Well, then don't talk
for your
about
reactions.
Well, then don't talk
I
about
don't know what to talk about when you're gone. I'm just sitting here alone. Don't you do this to me! I hate you so much. So much! So, I'm here alone, not really knowing what to talk about. So let's use the internet, shall we? Fine, I'll read this again, just to get his reaction. But to give you all a prompt too, the article I found from the Huffington Post is from a viral video that came out this weekend. This weekend. It is a woman apparently giving a tirade about how Monster energy drinks are satanic. Saying that the M on the logo M is made up of the Hebrew number 6 repeated 3 times. She also says that the O in Monster is from the Antichrist cross. And when you drink it, bottoms up and the devil laughs. Something to think about. She also points out that the motto "Unleash the Beast" can as well imply profanity in their marketing, along with that. I can't read this without trying to laugh, people. This is so weird, carrying out a one-sided conversation. This is why I can't be left alone with my thoughts. Whatnot, many of them I cannot say on the radio. Many of her complaints about the drinks have circulated online before, with users on the Snopes message board reporting a fairly similar circulation on Facebook in 2009. However, none of the others have spread this quickly. The video has already been watched more than 8 million times and racked up 1.5 million views in less than 24 hours. Monster has not responded to the numerous people sharing on the video on its Facebook page. However, these religious claims have surfaced in the past, as including members of Christian community have all pointed out the so-called number of the beast. It is not 666, but 666, which would not be represented in Hebrew by a 6 repeated 3 times. So they're not denying that it's a 6. They're just saying that it's 666. Well, it's one way to get around that. Also, difficult to explain would be the fact that the Monster Beverage Corporation, which owns the Monster energy drink, also owns Peace Tea. I don't know what to talk to you about anymore. Just because it's the internet and most of you are on it. Hopefully this works. No, it does not. Damn it. Can't be left alone. Took you long enough. just started rambling.
Told you I was going to be gone for 30 minutes. You're glad I'll be back. Hello, guys. Has he been treating you nice?
Nah.
Yeah.
They haven't been treating me well either, so
Whoa.
no one texted comforting responses to me being alone, rambling in the dark.
What did you do while I was gone?
I just read some of the article.
Oh. Well, how do you know if no one texted? Yeah, no one texted.
Because I can feel it.
You can
Their
feel it.
uncaringness.
Their uncaringness.
Right, since you're here, I'll read the article to you, because I like your responses, since they don't do anything. It's right below the player, people.
I should just leave more often.
Just when I have more things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, free float it by yourself. Sit here and talk to yourself. That's a mental disease.
That's what I did all of last. Okay, I'm not the best example.
That's what I did. Huh? Yeah. All right. This is for Jacob and seeing his, since I basically rambled off to you to fill time. In the video that went viral on Facebook and YouTube over the weekend, the unidentified woman recites a series of conspiracy theories about the Monster energy drink. Specifically, the notion that the M in the Monster logo is really made up of the Hebrew number 6, repeated 3 times.
Really?
You see the M's everywhere. Hats, T-shirts, bumper stickers. Is there agenda somewhere? If God can use people in products, so can Satan. These are direct quotes, by the way. That's loud.
I know.
Still have doubts? She has more clues claiming that the O in the Monster is the circle on the Antichrist cross.
That's a bit of a stretch.
And whenever you drink it, it reverses it. It reverses the cross, symbolizing witchcraft. Again, direct quotes. Bottoms up and the devil laughs.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Also, she points to the motto, Unleash the Beast.
Wow.
And in the past, this has gotten over 8 million views.
Oh, wow.
And this article was posted on the 10th.
It is the 13th today.
And they have
Markiplier's videos don't do that well.
Monster has not yet. The company has not yet responded to it, but they have responded to these claims in the past.
Oh.
Saying that the 6s are not 3 in, because they are. That little slash is the Hebrew symbol for 6. They said it is not 3 6s in a row. It is the number 666.
It's the same thing. You know what 666 is made up of? 3 6s in a row.
Also difficult to explain would be the fact that Monster Beverage Corporation also owns Peace Tea.
They're not doing a very good job.
No, turn me down. I can hear myself 3 different ways. It's weird. I can hear the voice in my head. I can hear myself talking, and I can hear the recording of myself talking.
It's not even. It's not. No.
Yeah.
See, you know how to use a soundboard. I don't have to. You don't have to guess. Like if I had left and just put you in this chair, you'd be fine.
I would just start playing music.
How do you know how to? Do you know how to? Which one to play music? It's freaking obvious. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
So you'd be going at it for like 20 minutes. Like, why isn't it working?
Oh! It's that one and that one for volume.
This one is the speaker volume. This is the volume of the channel that is plugged into my computer.
Okay.
These are
great segment explaining to Caleb how to use the soundboard.
This is my microphone right here, so if I want to be any louder to the people.
I noticed that when you would randomly turn on my mic.
Yeah, and this one's yours, so if I wanted you to be completely silent, I could either press the button.
I have good voice control.
Or if if you were like far away from the microphone, if you like scooted back, and I still wanted you to be heard.
I can hear myself. It's weird. I'm
Yeah.
echoey. This is if I was wanting to be super lazy and just
Lean against the wall. Yeah. Lean against the wall. Or if I wanted you to be completely silent, I could also just turn down the knob and then that'd be the best. So yeah.
I can't hear myself. Well, I kind of can.
It's because you're at normal volume. Yeah. So that's basically.
Pockets.
Yeah. This is channel 3. This computer that runs the archives, iTunes,
I can
all
see
the promos.
It's labeled on the side of the table.
And on the front of the computer. That's this one right here. So if you were cut into a commercial, it'd be this one. And then channel 4, which is this one. I've never had to use this one.
Dandy 4 on it.
Yeah, I've never had to use that one. If you're using any of the guest microphones, that's channel 8 right here. So if I wanted you to go to that microphone over there.
I'm on a different microphone.
Yeah, that would be how you would do that. That's.
Can I hear myself on 2 different mics? Kinda.
It's also kind of messy. So I just
hurt someone.
Someone, because we've had that when we your face.
My face, the face that everyone else can't see.
Yeah. Well, was that all of the?
Just because I didn't know how long you would be gone. The internet worked, and I pulled up 15 facts you didn't know about Putin.
We gotta hear that.
This is the internet.
Did you read any of them yet?
No, you walked in as soon as the article pulled up.
All right. Well, you have about 10 minutes. Let's go through them.
All right. Vladimir Putin's mother survived the siege of Leningrad.
Interesting.
From 1941 to 1944, the Germans and the Finnish troops systematically cut off all supplies to Leningrad, aiming to starve the metropolis inhabitants. The episode is considered to be one of the most gruesome war crimes committed by the Wehrmacht. I didn't want to even try to pronounce that. On Russian soil, Putin's mother, Marie Ivanovna. It gets a lot of vowels in there. 1 million people died, and amongst them also an older brother of the yet unborn Vladimir. He was brought up without high-running emotions.
He stayed that way, too.
Yeah, just very calm child, which would scare most people in America.
Yeah.
Putin's father was a real proletariat. No, not even gonna try to pronounce his name. It's like Sergey.
You got 15 things, man. You only got like 5 minutes.
He started judo to keep his place in the pack. That is a quote. Oh, he wanted to assert himself. He told his ex-wife only shortly before their marriage that he worked for the KGB. Which is true. He was apparently supposed to help a coup to keep Soviet Russia a thing, but dropped out at the last minute.
It's probably why we don't have the Soviet Union today.
Putin believes that the West is afraid of Russia.
Kinda. I mean, we have a James Bond villain running Russia. That's kind of scary.
Putin speaks German perfectly.
Interesting.
That is almost 5 years as a KGB agent in Dresden. He believes that the end of the USSR was the greatest geopolitical catastrophe of the 20th century, but he isn't nostalgic for Soviet times.
That's bad. That's very bad.
Putin likes to display himself as an ice hockey player.
It's bad. Win, Canada.
In spite of all domestic issues, Putin has the reputation of having put Russia back on its feet.
Yeah, like Hitler did.
Even on his country's estate, he keeps an entourage like P. Diddy.
P. Diddy?
P. Diddy.
An entourage like P. Diddy? What does that mean?
I'm guessing a lot of people.
Oh.
Putin likes the Beatles.
Hey, he's got to have some redeeming factor. We can't just...
His favorite song is Yesterday.
If I had that song, I'd play it.
Putin was the head of the leadership party. He united Russia for 4 years without being a member.
What?
He was the head of a party that he was not a part of.
That's insane, man.
He did not see himself as a diplomat. Questioned by an ARD reporter, he once answered, absolutely not.
Hey, again with the redeeming factors.
He has humiliated his opponents publicly as a number of times, apparently.
Huh. I'm just imagining Putin and Obama in a fist fight. That'd be funny.
Here's a quote from what he said during a meeting. When I said I was coming here, they jumped around like cockroaches with their ambition, their incompetence, and their pure greed. They have taken these people hostage.
Wow.
That's all 15.
Nice. That's some interesting facts about Putin.
Yelling!
Hey, don't you be yelling now. You're fine. Just talk normally. You can hear it.
Why are you turned so down?
I don't know.
Did you know you were just going to yell during this whole thing?
Kinda. I was getting preemptive, and then they weren't as bad as I thought.
Surprise. I guess it's not just a random fact that he's a member of the KGB.
No, I kind of knew that already.
Stop yelling, and let's talk about something else.
Well, if I talk normal, then I can barely be heard unless I'm right here.
I can hear you.
Well, of course you can, because the microphone sound is way up here, but how about now?
It's because you turned the mic off. No one can hear me either.
No, they can hear us well.
Really?
Yeah, we just can't hear each other in the headphones now.
Wow. No, I could hear you better with that on.
Yeah, because you're wearing headphones. These are literally just the sound to us volume.
Oh. Turn it back on. It's weird. Talking like this. Talking normally.
All right, so we're going to go to music now. Traditional college. We're going to go to music now.
While he's doing that, Dutch court won't rule whether Black Pete is racist. If you know what that is, you probably understand why.
We're going to play some music now.
Play that music. Play that funky music, white boy.
Okay, I'm going to play Candle on the Water from Disney. Gonna play
Can't cut me off. We're gonna play Candle in the Water by Disney. We're gonna play let me think.
It's the best thing I've ever sort of seen. Because I was looking at this way, and just out of the corner of my eye, I just see Caleb go, I turned your mic off so you'd do it again.
Boppity boppity bop. Because he cut me off when I was going.
I gotta hold it all like, gonna play. Candle
This
on the Water.
is white chocolate, and we're gonna play.
Yeah, gonna play Candle on the Water by Disney. No, gonna play.
Is there a radio station like that here?
What?
Where it's like, welcome to the after hours.
Probably. That fake bass voice where it's just like,
You can hear it like reverberating in the back of the throat.
It sounds like they're just gargling frogs. But I'm gonna play "Candle on the Water" by Disney, from Disney. Then we're gonna play
by Disney for Disney.
"I Still Miss Someone" by the Statler Brothers, just to redeem them after that. How could you be done in by a woman?
Done in by a woman.
By a woman.
Disgrace.
God. And then we're gonna play. "Don't Bring Me Down" by the Electric Light Orchestra.
Don't bring me down, Bruce. Don't do it. Can you feel it?
Like you're listening to all the above.
The Warriors have been spotted
I'm a warrior!
down in South Central. Oh. The Warriors.
The Warriors. All right, thank y'all for listening. All the above here, Kansas City, KC Student
I'm Caleb.
Have a good one. Bye. Disney time.
White chocolate.
God. All right, that was our promo. Yeah. My headphones are kind of. There we go.
Turn that down a bit.
Yeah, you got it.
Bursting in my ears.
All I could hear was out of one headphone, so I was like, something's wrong. Here you go. All right. So, I don't know what. We could continue to talk. If you want, we can go with the epic rap battles. We can freestyle it.
So, Mario Sunshine.
So Mario Sunshine. I was actually going to say something about Mario Sunshine. The thing about that game, it was trying so hard to be like the summer version of Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. But I tell you what.
I did not hate it as much as everyone else.
I did. I hated it more. I hate that game. I hate it.
I hated the way it talked down to you when you lost, but that's about it.
Excuse me. Dude, you know the thing I did like about it, though?
What?
Those Mario Galaxy-esque segments.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite parts, and that's
you
why...
mean those Mario Galaxy as sunshine moments. I know which one came first.
I know which one came first. I just like the fact that they pretty much took those segments, turned them into its own game with the space theme. Those are Mario Galaxy. Yeah. Because those were my favorites.
The little mini boss areas.
Yeah, the mini boss areas, the little obstacle courses. I like those parts. I like those parts better than the stupid freaking you gotta spray everything ever because paint.
Clean it.
It's the not even subtle environmental message.
The poor ass legal team that like, that was Mario. He was blue and like gooey.
Yeah.
And then you found him like 2 seconds later and he was clean and not glowing red.
Put him in jail.
It's a environmental message on top of the legal system sucks wherever they were.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Five things you hear from a college dorm room.
There's only 3, though.
You forgot all the sounds that Mario makes. The sound of a system turning on, the sound of people playing, and then those 3 noises. Then we forgot mine. Here, turn it down. Well, not mine. You know, when you step on something, it hurts. I make that noise when I step on a Lego. It confuses people. You can't say anything. You've heard me scream. It does not sound manly at all, or even what should come out of a man my size.
Not even close.
If
you have, what, a 5-foot shoulder span?
I have a 2-foot shoulder span, thank you very much. 2 foot even, ladies.
Say like John Cena just blah.
Turn it down so they can hear him. That is the scream that comes out of a 6'5", 2-foot shoulder span man.
You're from Seattle?
Yes, I'm from Gig Harbor, technically.
From what harbor?
Gig.
Gig, okay.
G-I-G.
That's not what I heard. That's why I had to ask.
Giggity.
Hailing from Gig Harbor in Washington, weighing an astonishing 2 pounds, the Phenom, Caleb Evans! CM Punk!
CM Punk! Just you can make fun of me for this, by the way. If you ever see me out in public, just make that at my general direction, and I will laugh and then be like, I hate you, but I love you. Just make a little girl screaming, or really a female Wilhelm scream. Or no, that's not it. I know what I have always tried to make a Wilhelm scream. Cannot do it.
I would have to hear it again to be able to imitate it. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like.
We're going to work on that next week. He's going to vomit on the mic. I don't know what it's going to sound like. How did you make those noises? Jello. Lots of Jello.
Oh, God. This
you
is
know what we're talking about. Dirty.
This is such a non-planned show.
None of our shows are planned.
Well, you had one article that you found like today.
I found it while we were sitting here, personally.
Yeah. So it's
and another while you left me on air by myself.
I still stand by that, and we'll probably wind up doing it again some other time.
I'll do it to you another. Just leave.
Dude, I did a year's worth of a show by myself most of the time.
You saw how those turned out. I'm amazing. Now he's just sulking. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Get over here. Now you're making it even worse. Come on. Come on. Now I can just talk to you. Come on. You've admitted it to me. You can. And go back on it. And I'm pretty sure you've admitted it on air. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am talking about something. You, South Florida. It's probably going to suck if it does become a state. How much aid they need, like almost every year. Well, not in the past few years, actually. So I retract that statement. Are you just sharpening a pencil now? No, he's adding things. What you adding, Jacob? Jacob. 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 Jacob! What you adding? Jacob! Don't do this to me, Jacob. Now we got a different channel playing.
Dude, it's radio. You know what? You can turn my channel on. I don't care. I don't have to talk.
Yes, you do, Jacob. That's how this works. It's how all of this works. I don't know why I turned up the volume for the headsets, because I'm the only one who can hear me. Jacob. Jacob. What are you writing? Just... Oh, did I inspire goth poetry? Come on, Jacob. Laugh. I know you want to. Jacob. I'll stand up and go over there. I will find... if you leave, I will find the... I'll spend 30 minutes looking for that off-site equipment and just follow you around. So, music. I'm going to steal his laptop and we're going to play some music.
Don't touch my laptop.
I'll touch whatever I want to. Hand me your laptop.
Touch my laptop.
Then tell me what you're writing.
Dude, you can see it.
I can't see anything. After 3 days of corruption of champions, I'm kind of blind. How you moved forward kind of ruined the rest of what you just did.
Yeah. Hey diddle diddle,
The cat and the fiddle.
the cow jumped over the moon.
I don't know the rest of this poem.
Dog was delighted to see such a sport. As the dish ran away with the spoon. He ran from conviction and feeded his addiction. As the dish heated the spoon shouted no. He knew he wanted to go, but the dish said the heroin will be ready soon.
None of us look like heroin addicts. None of us. I think he blacked out on me. This is why we need to keep you in rehab, Jacob.
We're in hell, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going? I forgot about that.
It's kind of hot.
It's kind of normal. It's very much similar to college.
Except less parties.
Even less parties. I've never been to a college party.
How's that a thing? I never got that. College parties.
What?
It's like, they're always depict. Stop turning my mic up.
Your mic is not going up.
Not that, the headset thing. I get used to a certain volume and then you just turn it up. And then I'm just louder than what the voice that's coming out of my mouth. It throws off my volume perception.
This is the best show ever.
As we're sitting here, tapping away in hell. Do you know they don't let us out of this room? It's kind of awkward.
You were talking about college parties.
They're never depicted as ragers that you see, except for that one dude who tried to Project X in real life and got immediately busted by the cops. Why you don't plan parties like that on social media.
Yeah. Like Arab Spring happened on social media. That, no.
No. You have to go to people secretly, give handwritten notes. No. Don't do it.
I'm thirsty.
He's drinking again. We can still hear it from here, which is just kind of disturbing. Ugh. Brought to you by Jell-O.
Yeah.
Do you know how many vats of Jell-O we have to violate on a weekly basis to get that sound? A lot.
A lot of love and lotion goes into those sounds.
A lot of love and lotion, Jell-O, a kiddie pool, and a few volunteers.
And a few volunteers. We sure they were willing.
Was I sure?
Yeah.
That's what.
Is that
what's
the word
Chrétien for yes?
We have nothing to talk about.
Czechoslovakia. Let's go with that.
Let's go with it. Okay, so it's the Czech Republic now. It went through a revolution, and I have no idea, man.
It went through a revolution. Czech's mix, as you might have heard, comes from this country.
Whoa! Whoa!
This is just wordplay right there. I don't know why you sounding off the What do we normally call that? Political incorrectness alarm.
Whoa!
That's what I call it. You do that anytime I say something not socially acceptable.
Yeah. You just do something off kilter, like
gesture to general people.
Gesture was not the problem.
Young lady, gesture in the general area.
Whoa! That freaking woo.
Whoa!
Well, it's not even that. It's like, whoa! The voice crack was new. That I did not know that was going to happen.
No one cares. Stop looking. See that young gentleman
I hope.
over there?
You sure that's a gentleman?
Yeah, he's wearing a sweater vest, and I can see most of his face. Oh, I thought that. Yes, that is a gentleman. That is a hat. For a second, I thought
There's a woman at a desk, and then there's a person next to her that got a bag from what appears to be Savers.
Oh, I can see the man be next to the right of them. That's why.
Oh, and then there's another person with a hat.
Yeah, that's the person I was talking about.
Wearing khakis.
Sweater vest and a short sleeve shirt when it is like 3 degrees outside.
Yeah, seriously, though. You know what I would do?
Do you know what we could do? I learned.
What? The
Let's-
epic rap battle of
no.
history thing?
Let's do the dry reading.
The dry reading?
Yes, of COC.
Oh my god.
I want to do this just once.
Alright.
Maybe our last.
Pull it. Okay, are we both doing it, or your computer?
I don't know.
I'll
Apparently, you can't get kicked off this Wi-Fi for anything.
All right. Are we starting from scratch or save file or what?
That is up to you.
This is not okay.
this is not okay, but we're doing it anyway. I say as most likely my grandmother, my sister, and my mom are listening.
Oh.
Let's do this, shall we?
All right, okay, am I doing the replacement thing of
Yes,
like
we
presidents?
Yes,
The president replacement of
president replacement.
when it comes to dirty words.
We're replacing. We're gonna run out of presidents.
I'm gonna run out of presidents, and I'm going to try so hard.
I'm gonna try to keep my composure as well, because
Well, it'll be easier for you because I'll be reading it.
I'm the one who has to sit here, listen to you read it, and worrying about whether Mike is gonna show up at any moment.
Mike?
I don't know.
William. That's
William.
the station.
William. I don't know why I thought his name was Mike. Maybe because I've only met him twice.
Yeah, seriously though. All right, so I'm gonna try this. Any voice you want me to do?
Mormon Freeman.
I'm gonna try Mormon Freeman. I don't think
If no one gets that joke, it's because we were tired and we instead of Morgan Freeman, we said Mormon Freeman.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do Mormon Freeman's voice because I've been screaming so much. But I'll try to do like a deep thing.
Deep, soothing voice. Let's hear this. Got like me.
I gotta put on my glasses.
So this is happening. Yes.
This is happening.
Next we'll do Trials in Tainted Space.
We cannot say that.
That's why I said the whole word.
I checked. Okay.
You can't even make it through.
It's not even at a bad part yet. I just know what's coming up. The original time I did not know what was gonna be. All right.
Let me see where you at.
I'm at literally the beginning.
The very beginning, the start screen, not the start screen, the character creation.
You grew up in a small village of Ingham, a remote village with rich traditions, buried deep in the wilds. Every year for as long as you can remember, your village has chosen a champion to send to the cursed demon realm. Legend has it that in years, I never caught that before, has failed to produce a champion. Oh, it's not a mistake. There was rest of the sentence.
Yes, the sentence did not end there.
This is going well. Legend has it that in years, Ingham has failed to produce a champion. Chaos has reigned over the countryside. Children disappear, crops wilt, and disease spreads like wildfire. This year you have been selected to be the champion. What is your name? What'll be our name, Caleb?
Let's go with
Obama?
Obama.
Just call him Obama. Obama is our name. Are you a man or a woman? That's a man. You are a man. Your upbringing has provided you an advantage in strength and toughness. What type of build do you have? He's not thick, but he's pretty good. He's muscular.
We need what's it called? Lith? It's like where it's like athletic, but it's like more of a dancer kind of build.
Kinda. Would you say average, lean?
I'd say average.
Average. What is your complexion? Yeah.
We're just gonna click this and move on.
Yeah. You've selected complexion. What color is your hair? It's going gray.
Yeah.
It's going gray. Every person is born with a gift. What's yours? Oh my God. There's some. Let's go with smarts.
Yeah. Let's go with smarts.
Let's go with smarts. Are you a quick learner? +5 to intellect. Intellect can help you avoid dangerous monsters or work with machinery. You can avoid working with machinery. It will also boost the power of any spells you may learn in your travels. Yes.
We can make Obama a magician.
Gandalf the Black.
Whoa!
Woo! Woo! Before you became a champion, you had other plans for your life. What were you doing before? Is there religion? Not religion. Alchemy, fighting, healing, religion, schooling, slacking, smithing. I had to skip 2 of them.
You know exactly.
Is it schooling? Would you
I'd
say
say
schooling?
schooling.
Yeah, schooling.
He was in college for.
You spent much of your time in school and even begged the richest man in town, Mr. Seven, to let you read some of his books. You are much better at focusing, and spellcasting uses 20% less fatigue. Is that your history? Sure.
Why not?
All right. Our stats are here. We got 18 strength, 17 toughness, 15 speed, 20 intelligence, 15 libido, 15 sensitivity, 0 corruption, 95 health, 30 lust, 0 fatigue, level 1, experience 0, gem 0. Whoa. My microphone's, not my microphone, my headphones are acting up again. God dang it.
I have a feeling that William will become very angry with us after this airs. Well, yeah. Once it's done, if he hears this.
You're prepared for what is to come. No, I'm not.
Nope. Not at all.
The worst part is that I'm worried I'm going to read past a word and not catch it. That is the worst part.
Just get kicked out.
Most of the last year has been spent honing your body and mind to prepare for the challenges ahead. You are the champion of Ingham. It is spelled Ingnam.
He's kind of saying it correctly. He's just with a weird accent.
The one who will journey to the demon realm and guarantee you the safety of your friends and family, even though you'll never see them again. You wipe away a tear as you enter the courtyard and see Elder Namor waiting for you. You are ready. Very... Yeah. The walk to the tainted cave is long and silent. Elder Namor does not speak. There is nothing left to say. The two of you journey in companionable silence. Slowly the black rock of Mount Elgast looms closer and closer, and the temperature of the air drops. You shiver and glance at the elder, noticing he doesn't betray any sign of the cold. Despite his age of nearly 80, he maintains the vigor of a man half his age. You're glad for his strength, and assisting him across this distance would be draining, and you must save your energy for the trials ahead. Oh, God!
He knows it's coming up, that's why.
The entrance of the cave gapes open, sharp stalactites hanging over the entrance, giving it the appearance of a monster's mouth. Elder Namor stops and nods to you, gesturing for you to proceed alone. The cave is unusually warm and damp, and your body reacts with a strange growing warmth focusing in your groin. That is fine, by the way. Your Franklin Pierce hardening for no apparent reason.
Keep going.
You were warned of this and press forward, ignoring your body's growing needs. A glowing purple-pink portal swirls and flares with demonic light along the back wall. Cringing, you press forward, keenly aware that your body seems to be anticipating coming in contact with the tainted magical construct. Closing your eyes, you gather your resolve and leap forwards. Vertigo overwhelms you, and you black out. Next page! The first word I saw. Wow. Okay.
I don't care if this is only entertaining to me. I'm glad we are doing this.
We got to go to a commercial.
We got to go to a commercial. Good place to break.
Good place to break. Of course, the commercials are only like a few seconds long. Literally, here's the commercial.
Just going to be talking through it.
Oh, I pressed channel 4 on accident. Let's fix this real quick. Boom. And let's get the right channel. Here we go. And we're back.
Yay!
I'm not even going to do the introduction. Let's just get this
You
over.
know who you're listening to at this point.
This is all of the above. Here we go. You wake with a splitting headache and a body full of burning desire. By the way, our corruption is up to 2 and our lust is up to 70. A shadow darkens your view momentarily and your training kicks in. You roll to the side across the bare ground and leap to your feet. A surprised-looking imp stands a few feet away, holding an empty vial. He is completely naked, and improbably sized pulsing red
You can do this.
George Bush
Keep going.
hanging between its spindly legs. You flush with desire as a wave of lust washes over you. Your mind reeling as you fight the urge to... I can't say that. I can't even replace that with words. That is describing a sexual act, which is prohibited.
Signing the Constitution.
To sign the Constitution of your James Madison down his Andrew Johnson. Caleb is dying right now.
Keep going. I can
The
breathe
strangeness of the thought surprises you. The imp, the voice for the imp. What should the voice be? Professor Oak?
I forgot the name of the guy who voices the parrot from Aladdin.
Gilbert Gottfried?
Yes. All the imps should be Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh my god, I don't think I can do Gilbert Gottfried. I'm amazed that you can't do Gilbert Gottfried. I'll try. I'm amazed you aren't already chasing down my Andrew Jackson human. The last champion was an eager Monroe for me by the time she woke up. Are you having a heart attack, Caleb? He is... Do you need help? This lust draft made sure of it. Next page. Oh my god. The lust is down to 40. I haven't even read anything yet. Okay.
I'm good.
We haven't even done anything at this point.
This is still just...
This is the opening segment. The God dang it! Stop. The imp shakes the empty vial to emphasize his point. You reel in shock at this revelation. You've just entered the demon realm. Have you already been drugged? You tremble with the aching need in your groin, but resist. Righteous anger lending you strength. In desperation, you leap towards the imp, watching with glee as his, I can say this, cocky smile changes to an expression of sheer terror. This smaller creature is no match for your brute strength as you pummel him mercilessly. You pick up the diminutive, that's the word, demon and punt him into the air, frowning grimly as he spreads his wings and begins speeding into the distance. The imp says, "You fool! You could have had..." I can't do Gilbert Gottfried. Can I just do Oak?
Yeah,
That's kind of what it turned into.
Let's just do Oak.
You could have had a pleasure unending, but should I can't
use that bike here.
I can't do it at all.
But should we ever cross paths again, you will regret humiliating me. That's not Oak. I'm just going to use whatever voice that is.
Yes.
Because I can't use my internal voice with these headphones on. Remember the name Zetaz, as you'll soon face the wrath of my master. Okay.
Okay.
Your pleasure at defeating the demon ebbs you as you consider how you've already been defiled. You swear to yourself you will find the demon responsible for doing this to you and the other champions and destroy him and his pet imp. Still not done. Here we go. You look around, surveying the hellish landscape as you plot your next move. The portal is a few yards away, nestled between a formation of rocks. It does not seem to exude the arousing influence it had on the other side. The ground and sky are both tinted different shades of red, and the earth below your feet feels as normal as any other lifeless patch of dirt. You settle on the idea that making a camp here and fortifying this side of the portal, no demons will ravage your beloved hometown on your watch. It does not take long to set up your tent with a few simple traps. You'll need to explore and gather more supplies to fortify it any further. Perhaps you'll even manage to track down the demons who have been abducting the other champions. And now we're on the main screen.
Let's explore, shall we?
All right, let's see what the main screen says. Let's see what Obama can see.
Let's see what
Your
Obama...
campsite is fairly simple at the moment. I'm not going to do an Obama impression.
Do it!
My Obama is horrible.
Like what we're doing right now is terrible.
Your campsite is fairly simple at the moment. Your tent and bedroll are set in front of the rocks and spread and lead to in front of the locks that lead to the portal. You have a small fire pit as well. You have a number of traps surrounding your makeshift home, but they are fairly simple and may not do much to deter a demon. The portal shimmers in the background as it always does, looking menacing and reminding you of why you came. It's light outside, a good time to explore and forage for supplies with which to fortify your camp. The options are to explore, to go to your places, check your inventory, to Andrew Jackson off, wait, appearance, check your perks, your stats, your data, and go to the main menu.
Let us explore.
We're going to explore. All right, here we go. Right now our lust is at 40. Okay. Are you trying to do sound effects?
Nope.
Like walking?
No. Oh. No. We are... No, I can't. I had like a weird seizure. I can't do sound effects on top of this.
I thought you were legitimately having an attack before. You were like grasping at your heart. You're like, I'm good. I'm like, no, you ain't. Okay. You tentatively step away from your campsite, alert and scanning the ground and sky for danger. You walk for the better part of an hour, marking the rocks you pass for a return trip to your camp. It worries you that the portal has an opening on this side and was totally unguarded. Wait a second. Why is your campsite in front of you? The portal's glow is clearly visible from the inside of the tall rock formation. Looking carefully, you can see the footprints leaving the opposite side of your camp, then disappearing. You look back the way you came and see your markings vanish before your eyes. The implications boggle your mind as you do your best to mull over them. Distance, direction, and geography seem to have little meaning here, yet your campsite remains exactly as you left it. A few things click into place as you realize you found your way back just as you were mentally picturing the portal. Perhaps memory influences travel here, just like time, distance, and speed would in the real world. This won't help at all with finding new places, but at least you can get back to your camp quickly. You are determined to stay focused the next time you explore to learn how to traverse this God's forsaken realm. Alright, we're back at the main thing. Nothing's changed. Okay.
Just gotta expel those demons.
Oh, God. Let's take a drink. Alright, we have our options. What would you prefer us to do?
Well, we haven't done anything, so let's explore again.
All right, back to the exploring. You walk for quite some time, roaming the hard-packed and pink-tinged earth of the demon realm. Rust-red rocks speckle the wasteland as barren and lifeless as anywhere else you've been. A cool breeze suddenly brushes against your face, as if gracing you with its presence. You turn towards it, and you are confronted with a lush foliage of a very old-looking forest. You smile as the plants look fairly familiar and non-threatening. Unbidden, you remember your decision to test the properties of this place and think of your campsite as you walk forward. Reality seems to shift and blur, making you dizzy, that after a few minutes you're back, and sure you'll be able to return to the forest with similar speed. You have discovered the forest. Her lust went up by 1. Not sure why.
It's just that portal dough.
That just over time. All right. What should we do, Caleb?
Let's go to the forest.
All right, we're going to explore the forest.
There's things in the forest.
Oh, God. Goblin.
Which goblin?
Just a regular goblin.
Okay.
A goblin saunters out of the bushes with a dangerous glint in her eyes. Oh, no. No. She says, "Time to get Reagan, stud."
I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. It has a little pixel version of them down in the corner. You can't see them. All right, here we go. You are fighting the goblin. Level 1. The goblin before you is a typical example of her species. Wow, game. Very racist. With dark green skin, pointed ears, and purple hair that looks like it'd be more at home on a punk rocker. She's only about 3 feet tall, but makes up for it with her curvy body, sporting hips and breasts that would entice any of the men in your village were she full size. There isn't a single scrap of clothing on her, just lewd leather straps and a few clinking pouches. She does sport quite a lot of piercings, the most noticeable being large studs hanging from her purple fords. Her eyes are fiery red and practically glow with lust.
Love you, Grandma.
Wow. This one isn't going to be satisfied until she has her way with you. It shouldn't be too hard to subdue such a little creature, right? You see, she is in perfect health, 100% HP. Our options in a battle are attack, tease, spells, items, run, P specials, M specials, wait, and fantasize. Fantasize is not recommended unless, as stated by the game, you want to endure an undesired sexual encounter. They put a little more lewdly, but there's not enough precedents to change that phrase. Anyway, so what should we do, Caleb?
Let us attack.
We're going to attack the goblin.
With our fists of justice.
Yeah, well, all we have is fists right now, by the way. You hit the goblin for 12 damage. The goblin runs her hands along her leather-clad body and blows you a kiss, saying, "Why not walk on the wild side?" Why does that voice?
You're the one who chose it.
I don't think I did. I think I
You just read this and was like, that's the voice. It has to be the voice.
The display distracts you long enough to prevent you from taking advantage of her awkward pose, leaving you more than a little flushed. Your lust is now 49.
I just have to imagine this might be playing as a archived show when someone walks in.
Oh my goodness. All right, the only thing that's changed about the description as you go back to the main screen is you see she isn't very hurt. Her HP is now at 84.2%.
We did, 18 damage?
12. What do you do?
Let us attack again.
All right.
Don't want to be put in a very
compromising
situation.
You hit the goblin for 13 damage. Oh, goodness. The goblin bends over, putting on a show and jiggling her heart-shaped Roosevelt at you. She looks over her shoulder and sucks on her finger, batting her eyelashes. The display distracts you long enough to prevent you from taking advantage of her awkward pose, leaving you more than a little flushed. Caleb is dying. You see that she is slightly wounded at 67.1% HP. What do you do?
Just keep attacking.
Okay.
Don't let me die over here.
You hit the goblin for 18 damage. You are struck by a glancing blow by the goblin for 4 damage. Your lust is at 57 and your HP is at 91. You see she is seriously hurt at 43.4% HP. Keep attacking. Okay, and she does the whole why not walk on the wild side thing again.
Why not walk on the wild side?
As you hit her for 8 damage. Attacking again. You hit her for 8. She hits you with 10 damage. You now have 81 HP and 65% lust. Percent? Is it out of 100?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's out of 100.
You see she is unsteady and close to death at 22.3% as we attack once more. Oh, God. You hit the goblin for 11 damage.
We need that crit.
The goblin uncorks a glass bottle full of green fluid and swings her arm, flinging a wave of fluid at you. The greenish fluid splash over you, making you feel slimy and gross. Nausea plagues you immediately. You have been poisoned. You see she's unsteady and close to death. You hit the goblin for 7 damage. Okay, we have killed her.
We have knocked her
Yeah.
down, really.
Yeah. The goblin falls down, smashing her garters flat on the ground and crying softly from the pain. She looks up at you and sniffles. What do you do to her? And if anything, which of your body parts do you use? Your options?
You get to choose this one.
I can't.
I need a minute.
None of these I can actually do because all of them would be describing.
You can leave. That is one of the options.
We have 2 options for describing a sexual act. One involving just doing it there. One involves jogging. The third option is to leave, which I have to do legally.
Well, not legally. We just have to take a while to figure out what we could say.
Yeah. You grab 8 gems and 14 experience from your victory. There is a flagon. There is a flagon of potent goblin ale on your defeated opponent. You place a flagon of potent goblin ale in your first pouch. An hour passes. The sky darkens as a starless night falls. What?
The time.
Yeah, is it almost time to go?
I think so.
Are we going to do music, or are we just going to do this till the end?
We should probably do music, so
Okay.
give you a break.
Thank you. The sky darkens as a starless night falls. A blood-red moon slowly rises up over the horizon. Okay. It is dark out. It's dark out. Made worse by the lack of stars in the sky. A blood-red moon hangs in the sky, seeming to watch you, but providing little light. It's far too dark to leave the camp. You can't go explore, and you can't check any of your places, but your lust is at 65, and if you were playing this at home...
Can you elect your Reagan?
Can
you elect your Reagan?
It is recommended that you elect your Reagan at this time, because your lust is at 65%. Okay, so electing your Reagan will completely get rid of your lust. This is it.
It describes the election detail.
You sheepishly find some rocks to hide in, where you remove your clothes. You legislate your harding eagerly, quickly bringing you to a full harding state. You easily wrap a bill around your Clinton and start to elect your Reagan. You legislate quickly, pleasuring your sensitive, tricky Dick Nixon, darting down to represent the
southern states.
represent the southern states. The sensations prove too much for you, and you feel the tightness building in your twitching Truman growing rapidly. God, if this doesn't get us kicked off. You legislate furiously, feeling the pressure of your Taft as it nears release. Pleasurable spasms overwhelm you as...
If I don't get beat at home, I don't know what would.
As Woodrow Wilson erupts from your tailor. Your hips jerk in air and time with your Lincolns. Spraying Johnson in the air. A few thick spurts of Madison burst from your loins.
It's probably going to be the last time we ever do this, because I don't think either of us.
I'm not done though. Oh no. Democratically reaching across the aisle all over you liberally. No. You quickly fall asleep, spent. That is all.
We can't do anymore.
Gotta sleep. We gotta sleep. I forgot. You curl up, planning to sleep for 8 hours. Your HP maxes out at 99. The sky begins to grow brighter as the moon descends over the distant mountains, casting a few last ominous shadows before they burn away in the light. We're done. We're done. I'm done. No more.
No mas.
No mas.
No mas.
Saving it in slot 1.
In case we ever decide.
In case we ever decide that this is a good idea.
Again. ECAV told us to use our best judgment. Apparently, we chose this was our best judgment.
Let go of your mic, dude.
Reagan says that I shouldn't.
Reagan says tear down that wall, goblin.
James is gonna love this.
James, you're gonna show this to James?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
As soon as you put it on YouTube.
Okay. Well, you have it on your.
I do.
Yeah, you'll have it on your thing, so we're good. Okay, so
and I can play it in school because we censored everything.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Oh God. This is not going on any sort of demo.
Sorry, Grandma, Mom, Chase, Dave.
If y'all are listening.
I disappointed the family, and I know I'm a shame to the family name, but I don't care at this point.
3 songs we're going to play for you.
And then
Duran Duran's Hungry Like the Wolf. Funky Town by Lips Inc. And Five Nights at Freddy's. But
I'm surprised you didn't go with the Here Come the Mummy song.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Attack the Wiener Man.
Oh, I could do that. I'll just do 2 Here Come the Mummy songs. What She's Got and Attack of the Wiener Man.
Can't believe we did that. We had to fill in time, people.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for listening. For those who stayed with us, you are true fans.
Yeah.
Did anyone text in?
Oh my God, I didn't even check that. Come on, computer. Give me something. I was half expecting to see CM Punk on there, but no.
Oh, that would have been the perfect time for y'all to text in.
816-287-0090. It's right under the player, people.
Just text in, tell us we're terrible people, try to join in, give us a suggestion for what we can say.
All right. What She's Got, and then Attack of the Wiener Man. Here Come the Mummies. Thank you, and good night. God dang, man.